Hello people, so today we're going to learn how to solve for a missing angle inside of a right triangle given two different sides. Alright, so we're going to try to solve for this angle right here, theta. And we know this side is 7 and this side is 10. So first step, we're going to work with trig, with these right triangles, is to label them. We're always going to label them before we begin. Remember, the side across from the 90 degrees is always called the hypotenuse. Alright, so now we're going to label everything based on theta. Here's theta. The side across from theta is opposite, and the side next to theta is adjacent. Again, the goal is to find this angle here, theta. Best way to find it is to use what we know to help us solve for it. We know that this is the opposite side, and we know this is hypotenuse. The opposite is 7, hypotenuse is 10. We don't know adjacent, so we're not going to use any trig identity that uses adjacent. So we're just looking for opposite and hypotenuse. So combines opposite and hypotenuse is the only one, so we're going to use sine. So sine of theta, we don't know theta, so we're going to leave it in there, equals opposite over hypotenuse. So we're going to fill in everything we know now. So sine of theta is opposite over hypotenuse, so sine of theta equals 7 over 10. We want to solve for the theta, but it's inside of the sine. We know the answer of when we plug in theta should be 7 over 10. So we need to come up with a method that helps us reverse or inverse the process. We use sine inverse. If we know the answer, we're trying to figure out the angle, we have to use an inverse function, sine inverse. Basically what it does, it says, we know if we take the sine of the angle, we get 7 over 10. So let's reverse the process, sine inverse, 7 over 10, in order to help us solve the angle. We need to plug it into a calculator, so we need to hit the second button, then sine to get the inverse function, and then 7 divided by 10 with the parentheses, then hit enter. Okay, there are our degrees. Sine inverse of 7 over 10 equals 44.427. Okay, I want to round to the second decimal place for my final answer, so I'm going to look at this one. The number next to it is 7. That means I'm going to round up. Theta is equal to 44.43. So I go to my triangle, I plug in theta is 44.43. Bonus. We know this is 90 degrees and we know this is 44.3. I need to solve for this last angle here. Easy. All triangles add up to 180 degrees. So I'm just going to take 180 into my calculator, subtract the 44.43 and subtract the 90, and I get 45.57. And this is how you find angles in a right triangle given only two sides.